Konnichiwa minasan! In the previous video, we have talked about people believe what they want to believe, and we also discussed about bias and its 5 steps in detail. And in that video, I have told you that people are naturally conditioned to believe that they are following the right path. So today we are going to talk about egocentrism. In sociology, we have to study a term which is called ethnocentrism. And ethnocentrism is basically the belief that my identity, my ethnic group is superior to any ethnic group present in this world. Ethnocentric person usually considers that his ethnicity is in the center, his ethnicity is the center of attention, and everything present in this world is revolving around his ethnicity. Ethnocentric person wants the people from other ethnicity to give respect to his ethnicity, but he does not bother the people from the other ethnic groups. Ethnocentric person does not want to understand or to perceive the perspective of the people from the other ethnicity. Ethnocentric person does not like the differences between his ethnicity and others' ethnicity, and he just wants others to follow what he likes to do. Now come to the egocentrism. Egocentrism is the word which is derived from the two different words. Ego means I or myself or me, and centrism means center. Egocentrism is the basic behavior of a person with his or her social environment. Egocentrism is defined as inability to differentiate between self and others, or inability to assume or to understand any perspective other than one's. Egocentric person considers himself to be in the center, and he considers all the world revolving around him. But they don't receive gratification or attention by one's own admiration. Just like ethnocentrism is the complex or behavior in which one person from one ethnicity considers himself superior to the other people from other ethnicity and does not accurately measure or accurately perceive the perspective of the people of other ethnicity, egocentric person also does the same. But egocentric person doesn't care about others' perspective because he doesn't want to understand others' perspective. Either it is about him or about his agenda. Egocentric people usually face difficulties in interaction with other people. It's just like if a person is having bad time in his life, and he is facing very tough and critical situation and circumstances around himself, and he just watch a movie in which a protagonist also facing the same situation and same tough circumstances that the person who is watching movie is having. So the person starts putting himself in the place of that protagonist, and whatever that protagonist do, whatever that protagonist say, person starts attesting or justifying each and every deed and each and every word of that protagonist. The reason behind this is the same. Both person, the movie who is watching and the protagonist, are facing bad time and are facing the same circumstances in their lives. It is just an example of prejudices in the favor of a particular case. For example, if someone does not agree with whatever that protagonist did or whatever that protagonist say, you can see the movie watcher who would say that you don't know from which condition he is passing through in the movie. So yeah, because he is relating his own life with the protagonist's life in that movie. Centric person does not bother the perspective of other people because he used the approach of cognitive bias. Now, what the cognitive bias is, the cognitive bias is the type of bias in which people considers themselves to be logical or rational. These people usually think that nobody is more rational or more logical than them. These people suggest others to be rational or to be logical by emphasizing their own agenda or by emphasizing their own perspective on others, and they usually do not want to understand the perspective or the matters that others are dealing with. Similarly, egocentric person looks at one side of the coin and he does not care about other side of the coin, and he doesn't want to focus on it. People make this approach each and every day. If someone fails to achieve anything that he wants, or if he fails in any relationship, he usually thinks that he does not deserve to face all the consequences he faced after the failure. Attention is a limited resource and can't possibly evaluate each and every detail when it comes to make opinions. So why the attention is a limited resource? Because our human brain is very limited. You can see this by watching this video, that either you can focus on my face or you can focus on the back of this sofa or these curtains. So yeah, you can focus only one point at the same time but not at the other point. So most of us, while making an opinion, we usually see one side of the coin but don't look at the other side. The reason is because our mind is limited, and also we have our own preferences. Sometimes egocentrism and egotism are used in the same manner, but actually they are two different terms with totally two different meanings. Egotism is basically a behavior of a person in which he is assuming himself to be superior, or he used to verbally increase his importance in the front of others. If you are running a company and you are basically depending upon the feedback of the customer, you will be egotistic because the negative feedback of the customer or the positive feedback of the customer matters you a lot. If you get negative feedback from the customer, you would possibly do two things. Either you would improve your services and products, or you would convince your customer that the thing he is demanding in these price would have these features. If he wants more features, he has to pay more. Egotistic person cares others' perspective about him. On the other hand, egocentric person also wants attention, but if he does not get that attention, he just doesn't do anything to increase his importance in front of others, nor he give a damn about what people thinks about him. So the fun fact is, most of us are egocentric and egotistic in every matter of our lives, except 1 in billions. And do you know what sort of people are these? Have you heard about Sufis and saints? No? Google it.